when conservative commentator Ben Shapiro was prevented from stepping foot onto the campus of DePaul University in Chicago. Shapiro was invited by DePaul's Young Americans for Freedom chapter, attempting to defy a ban instituted against him in August, when the university said Shapiro was not welcome to speak on campus due to security concerns, allegedly. Here's how it unfolded.
The bottom line is it's private property, okay, that it wasn't proper procedures weren't followed, and you're not going to allow them.
So am I to understand that if I take 3 steps forward, you will attempt to have me arrested?
If you create a problem and you will not, leave the campus, yes.
Okay, so just to be clear, if I attempt to enter that hall right there and sit down just to listen to somebody speak, or if I attempt to ask a question or to engage in free speech, you will have me arrested.
At this point, yes, sir.
I'm also glad that in a city, I mean, clearly you have great security. I'm glad in a city that has some 4,000 shootings to this date, you have 30 members of security just for a 5'9", 165 Jewish guy.
Wow. Joining me now in a Kelly File exclusive, Ben Shapiro, editor-in-chief of The Daily Wire. Here we go again, Ben. Here we go again. It's incredible how, I mean, time after time, these college campuses won't even let you speak because you get shouted down by intolerant people when you try to go, and then they say it's a security concern.
Yeah, it really is amazing. This one was actually particularly amazing because there wasn't a protester anywhere in sight. So you had 30 security people
but they could picture one in their heads.
Right, exactly. So they'd actually internalized the rioters so well that now they could actually reflect them back out to the world. They're tolerant of anything except somebody actually giving a speech on the topic of free speech. That is the actual topic of speech that I was
Say that again. Say that again.
The speech that I was giving was about free speech, and they are tolerant enough to ban it. So that was exciting.
It's unbelievable. You were not allowed to speak about free speech at all. This is what modern-day university campuses have come to. Not in all cases. There's the University of Chicago that denied people their safe spaces. But in this case, so you showed up there to make a point about free speech, and you were arrested. Now, does this have any public dollars coming its way, this university?
I don't know. It's a private university, which is why I didn't actually just attempt to walk right past security. If it's a public university, then I would have done so under my First Amendment rights. It's a private university. So once they'd made clear that I would be arrested if I took 2 steps forward, then what I did instead is Christina Hoff Sommers, who joined me at this lecture, she actually Skyped me into the lecture hall, and then we told everybody in the lecture hall to get up and walk out, and we all walked over to a theater that was about 3 blocks away and did the event anyway.
What do the kids who, if there are kids who are protesting, young adults, your presence, say? Do you know?
Well, I mean, I think that they're just offended by anybody who has a differing point of view. I mean, I'm speaking tomorrow at University of Wisconsin at Madison, and one of the key reasons that they're protesting me, apparently the big protests are planned, is because I'm pro-Trump, which is weird since I wasn't. So they're just making things up. Yeah, exactly.
Right, exactly. And then they will let controversial figures from the left come and speak. It's just not somebody who's got strong views from the right. We've seen it so many times. Ben, good for you for trying. Thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot.
Remember that old First Amendment chestnut? The answer to speech you do not like is not less speech, it's more speech. It's like an important principle.
Yeah, Ben.
How's it going, fellas?
Hey, man.
How are you?
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
And don't let us in because...
Well, you may not be the only one, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Right in there. Hey, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Good to see y'all. Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
You RSVP?
Well, the group certainly knows I'm coming. I RSVP'd with as somebody listening in the audience. I RSVP'd as a speaker, and I RSVP'd as security. So if you have any other standards of RSVP that are necessary, I'm happy to fulfill those.
Give us just 1 second.
Sure.
These.
They'll help you out.
Can I help you out?
Alrighty. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. How you doing today?
Yeah, doing okay.
A little chilly, but it's November, right?
Seems like a lot of security for no protesters.
I'm not
Pretty typical
security.
for our events.
So many cameras right now.
let him speak.
Ben, you're the
How are you,
man.
sir?
Freak out.
Sure.
Step over here for a minute.
Oh, how are you?
I'm the head of public safety.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. You know that you weren't registered, whatever, for the group didn't register you for the event. They have strict things, so
Welcome to Soviet
you're
Union.
not allowed, into the event.
Well, I mean, YAF did inform you that I was coming as a speaker, as a person sitting in the audience, as well as a member of Christina Hoff Summers' team. So I'm not sure what other standards are necessary. I'm also wondering exactly why it's so necessary to keep me personally out.
We're just following protocol, sir.
Well, why is your protocol to keep me specifically out?
What country protocol? Soviet Union or United
Do
States?
you want to step over here to decide?
Well, I'm happy to do it right here if you'd like. I mean, I don't think this needs to be private.
The bottom line is it's private property, okay?
I'm
It
fully
wasn't
aware.
proper procedures weren't followed, and you're not going to be allowed to
So
do
am I to
that.
understand that if I take 3 steps forward, you will attempt to have me arrested?
If you create a problem and you will not, leave the campus, yes.
Okay, so just to be clear, if I attempt to enter that hall right there and sit down just to listen to somebody speak, or if I attempt to ask a question or to engage in free speech, you will have me arrested.
At this point, yes, sir.
Okay, then I'm glad that we've clarified that situation. I'm also glad that in a city, I mean, we clearly have great security. I'm glad in a city that has some 4,000 shootings to this date, you have 30 members of security just for a 5'9", 165 Jewish guy. I think this may be a mild allocation of resources. Well, okay. Well, if that's the way we're going to do this, then we'll just do the event elsewhere, folks. So follow us.
By the way, recently Jan showed you pictures. Little guy that looks like you plays violin.
Folks, we're going to be heading over, so here's the deal. What's the address of the place we're going?
We're going to the Green Room Theater. Green Room
Theater, 2 blocks that way. You know where it is?
We have an address?
What's that?
Do we have an address?
It's actually 0.7 miles
guys
right
walking
down the
there?
road.
What's it
So we're going to be in a car. But it's called the Green Room
Green
Theater.
Room Theater.
Green Room Theater.
We'll get there.
Green Room Theater?
And you guys are more than welcome to join us. This campus obviously doesn't give half a shit about free speech.
Listen,
So,
forget him.
Thanks for what you do, man.
hey, absolutely. Thanks for coming out, guys.
You're my hero.
It's just a pity that your administrators
you're
have
my
no
hero.
respect for you guys as students and as community members.
Jan recently showed you a picture of me playing violin that looks like you. That was me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, Ben, can I shake your hand too?
Absolutely, guys.
Very nice to meet you.
Thank y'all for coming out. I really appreciate it. We'll see you. We'll see you at 3 o'clock over.
Thanks for coming out, Ben.
Absolutely.
I guess it was good to meet
Hey,
you.
thanks a lot.
Ben, in 8 years you got to run for president. You understand? You have everything for it, okay? Go on.
Well, it depends. Will they allow me to speak?
We're
I
gonna
don't know.
change Chicago. we have to change Chicago. Chicago is not lost city.
I'm glad that Rahm Emanuel can have a city where all of the illegal immigrants are allowed to stay sanctuary style. But if I come to speak at a university in the city, we have to ensure that I can't be allowed to do that. We'll see you guys like 3 blocks over, okay? It's called the Green Room Theater. Green Room Theater, okay?
Greenhouse Theater on Lincoln?
Yeah, you got it.
Go ahead, sir.
I can do that. I can do that. Yep.
We're not going to let me back.
That's no problem. That's no problem.
Thank you.
Pat, you're gonna text her, and then you're gonna FaceTime my number, and she's gonna answer on my iPad. Okay, what? Show Amy knows. Amy knows.
Yeah, I
okay.
got it.
Just keep going. We'll get him driving away and all that. Okay. So which one's the corner? No, we're done.